Okay, we are back. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with the always lovely and talented Andrea Kay, who's off fighting the battles with another chair, and the incredible Urban Miaris. And we have some of our favorite guests. We have the return offender of Miss Aliza Cicerone, Dr. C from Spark Health, and one of my all-time favorites, Carol Hollan from Carol Hollan, MD.
But hold on. She's my favorite, too. We've got to share Dr. Hollan.
Yes, I know.
All right, boys, no fighting over Dr. Hollan.
Yeah,
okay.
Am I anyone's favorite?
Well,
come on.
Okay. So,
you're my favorite.
Thank you, Carol. You're my favorite.
Okay. Well, we're going to get out of the favorite line and let's get to some business here. So, Spark Health and the Carol Hollan, who does the plastic surgery, have come together, and we've brought them back to tell their story a little bit more. So let's start out. Tell us a little bit about Spark Health.
Spark Health is an integrative medical clinic. We focus on personalized natural medicine. So we're trying to help our patients get to the root of their problems. Rather than just slapping a Band-Aid on something and sending them on their way and just palliating symptoms, we want to figure out what really the root cause is and how we go about changing that from the inside out. A lot of people think, natural medicine, naturopathic physicians, all they do is natural medicine. I'm not going to be able to have any prescriptions or anything. We're a full scope medical practice. So we're looking at conventional prescription medications in addition to natural vitamins, minerals, amino acids, both in oral form and in IV or intramuscular form too, to help people really reach their optimal health.
And you do a lot of vitamin injections down at the clinic, correct?
We do. We have a vitamin injection room at our clinic in Solana Beach, and then we also have a satellite location downtown in SoulCal Cafe right across from the ballpark.
Yeah, and I want to say I'm so excited to share this with you, Barry. Dr. C, believe it, she's such a generous, wonderful woman. She says that she's offering a free vitamin shot for anyone who adopts a senior pet this month from the San Diego Humane Society. She loves fur babies as much as I do, and she has one she adopted herself. So thank you, Dr. C, for that very wonderful offer.
Absolutely.
So the shots and the injectables bring us over to our other guest today. Welcome, Carol.
Hello.
So tell us a little bit about your background and how did we get together with Dr. C?
Well, I think I'll go backwards. We got together
because of this guy.
That's absolutely it. That's how complex it was.
That's the art of networking, okay?
Exactly. So. Networking. And networking, I think, is important in everything we do. As a plastic surgeon, I do both cosmetic and reconstructive surgery, more so of cosmetic now, but in my past it was largely reconstructive surgery. I think still my favorite, most thing to do in the world surgically is doing things like cleft lips and palates, and that's a big part of my life.
Well, you've done a ton of that as a charity, giving away down in New Mexico for years, didn't you?
Yes, absolutely, and that still kind of glows as, for me, the most fun thing I've ever done. And only because you can make a difference in that kind of way. In my practice now is reasonably limited. I'm not working quite as much as I used to, so I'll probably have more time to do those field programs.
Great.
Yes.
Great. So tell me, what do you do with Dr. C? You come into the clinic. How does that work?
Well, I think it's her generosity that got us coming there. I have a sub practice separate from surgery where we're doing Botox and fillers, and I think you perhaps were one of our clients one time, and we decided we want to get connected to you way more, my partners, Alex Seiler and I. And so we almost invited ourselves into your place.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I was the intermediary on that one. I'll take credit for that. So.
Barry, what's fascinating the audience should be aware of, both these doctors have a long background in medical profession. They're not doctors that just came out of medical school. They're well diverse in the medical profession. I know Dr. Hollan has other credentials from her before she got into plastic surgery.
Oh, you mean being a family doctor?
Yeah. Well.
And an orthopedic surgeon? Yes.
Wow. I knew Carol from when she worked at the VA hospital.
Yeah.
Wow. I know we all go back a long ways.
Yes,
and it's actually through Carol that I got to meet Urban to begin with. Not in specific Carol, but her husband Bob wonderful guy. He introduced us. He put us on that boat together where I just got totally fried back in 1992.
Special guy.
Yeah.
Was that when you were attempting to sail with Urban?
Yes. That was when I was the ballast, and Urban did all the line work, and all the other guys that had, I'll say, far more capabilities than me did all the navigation. Let's put it that way.
Even though they were a disabled crew.
Yes, fully disabled crew. I was a highly qualified ballast.
No, Barry was the disabled crew member, not Urban.
And I'm very proud of that. I remain disabled in that capacity today. So, anyway, so the two of you have gotten together and you work together out of. Now, let's do this. When you were here the last time, you were in your old location. You've moved. Tell us about where you are now.
We have moved up to Solana Beach. We are right on Loma Santa Fe, on the corner of Cedros, so right between Cedros and Rios. And so Dr. Hollan and her nurse Sally come in and we'll do events together where we'll do Botox, Juvederm injections, and also some of the Spark vitamin injections too. What's also really, really cool, and I think this is a great connection with, Carol's experience in plastic surgery and my experience as a naturopathic oncologist. We can work together with patients who are perhaps going through breast augmentation surgery and look at what can we do from the surgical side, but also what can we do from the supportive side to help decrease the risk of infection and bruising and swelling and really give patients that whole care too.
I'm going to take a step back in that conversation because you said that very quickly, and I want our listeners to know when you talk about a naturopath who has a foundation in oncology, I think, and you can correct me where I'm wrong, but this is what I learned by coming to your clinic, okay? Your whole health, your whole body is built around your blood, and being an oncologist, you are fluent in blood studies more than most other doctors. Is that a correct
Absolutely. Well, we're looking at blood work, we're looking at imaging, we're looking at all of the pieces together. I am board certified in naturopathic oncology, so that's my clinical experience is working in integrative hospitals where patients are going through chemotherapy, radiation therapy, surgery, and also having all of the supportive care to help prevent side effects and help them kind of keep their health as optimal as possible as they're going through that type of treatment too.
So if I want to oversimplify our conversation today, I'm going to come to you you're going to make me feel good, then I'm going to go to Carol and she's going to make me look good.
Absolutely.
And
beauty from the inside out there.
How do you do anything wrong there?
Yeah, and where's the schedule? I need to get on your calendar.
We could probably arrange that.
Yeah. So, yes, that's right.
Speaking of scheduling, don't you guys have an event coming up? The two of you?
We just had one actually 2 Saturdays ago, and we're planning our next one. So we'll let you guys know as soon as we get one on the book.
Okay, well, we'll get back to our website, closeupsd.com or closeupsandiego.com, and make sure you send me all of the events so we can promote those on air for you.
Okay.
Okay. So what else is going on over at Spark and with the injectables? Tell us a little bit more about the injectables. What do you do with people and where do you do it? Because you do it at Spark. You also have some other locations too.
Yes, in fact, I have a new location. I need to come up with the address and let you know. We do. RN, Sally Seiler, my good friend and extraordinary nurse, have a separate business from the surgical business. And we do Botox and fillers, and we do them at because we don't have the overhead of a medical office, we do it at a lower cost.
Right.
And so it's available. We right now are just moving to a new place, and that address is going to have to come out of my pocketbook in a moment.
So you have multiple locations. You do the injectables, and you come over with Dr. C over at Spark. And because of the way you do this, and what I want to make clear to our people, because I've known Carol for, I won't say how many years, but it's been a number of years. Okay. So we're being kind on the years here.
Well, she looks really young, so whatever injectables you're using over there on yourself, Dr. Hollan, I want some.
Okay, go get them.
She's actually 172.
172.
That's right.
Yeah. So the fact of the matter is that we have a highly skilled naturopathic oncologist on one side of us, and we have a very highly skilled and successful plastic surgeon. So it's not a matter of just going down to your local spa and getting the injectables. You have some serious talent and serious experience behind it. So I have to put that out to our listeners.
Yeah, we only have one body. We got to take care of it.
That's right. That's right.
Have it look as good as possible. That's what I say.
Well, it never hurts.
Right.
It couldn't hurt. No. So anyway, well, let's do this before we run short on time. Let's get our the websites out. So Dr. C, where can people find you on the web?
You can find us at mysparkhealth.com.
Okay. And Carol?
I am going to tell you. I am no good at my websites.
Well,
so I'll tell you in a moment.
Okay. So, come to MySpark Health, and I'm sure there's a link over to Carol's website from there.
Mm-hmm.
And
real quickly about the injectables.
Yeah.
First thing is there's a million people doing injectables and claiming they know what they're doing, and that's not necessarily the case.
Absolutely.
Not everybody who's got a needle knows what they're doing, right?
That's
and
right.
The second thing is there's a lots of different types of injectables, so you really need to go to somebody qualified who can look at you, right, and decide whether it should be Juvederm or this or that, correct?
Correct. There are even fillers that we use for people who have lost all the fat in their face after an illness or something of that sort. And that's a new product called Voluma. And that looks easy, but it needs skill. You can't just put it in.
Right.
So you work with people other than me who have the face for radio. You actually do it for the people for television and everyone else.
My happiest story about that with the Voluma, the first time I used it was on a woman who had an absence of her mandible from childhood, congenital anomaly. And she had always had this real emptiness, loss of the jawline. And we had just received some product and decided that she would be an excellent person for her to give it to her. She was willing to do that. And we used two of the packages of them, and she looked fabulous, and
awesome.
She was just gleaming when she left.
Mm.
She had never even imagined that she could look normal.
Yeah, back in the day, all the plastic surgery and the injectables were all taboo, and now it's amazing, how well accepted it is. But you do have to make sure you get it done by the right people. So,
there's one person that told me because I'm old doesn't mean I have to look that way.
Yeah. Well, let me end up. We're about out of time, so. Go to mysparkhealth.com and you can link over, find Carol, find Aliza, and let's get it going there. And when we have some events, let's get it on air, and we'll all show up down there.
Perfect.
Great. Okay, you have been listening to Close Up on San Diego Business, where we get up close and personal with homegrown San Diego business and the people that are working hard to make a difference in our community. Give us a tweet at CloseUpSD or CloseUpSD on Facebook. If you're interested in being a guest on Close Up, just want to follow us, visit our website at closeupsandiego.com. For all of us at Close Up, until next